In a small village, there lived a boy named Arjun. Arjun was exceptionally brilliant in his studies, and everyone admired his intelligence and sharp mind. However, he had one significant flaw. He didn't use his time wisely. His days were filled with playing games on his phone, chatting aimlessly with friends, and indulging in distractions. Despite their efforts to teach him the value of time, his parents couldn't make him understand how precious it truly was. Arjun always thought, "I have plenty of time, I'll get to it later. For now, let me enjoy life." One day, the annual exam results were announced at his school. This time, Arjun's performance was far below average. His teachers, who once praised him, were now disappointed. Even his friends started distancing themselves. When Arjun returned home, he found his parents looking at his report card with visible disappointment. Arjun felt a surge of anger and frustration at himself, but didn't know how to change his ways. That night, he went to his grandfather, a wise and respected elder in the village. Sitting beside him, Arjun poured out his heart. "Grandpa," he said, "I don't understand why I failed this time. I've always been a good student." His grandfather listened patiently and then said with a gentle smile, "Son, the problem isn't your intelligence. It's that you've taken time for granted. Time is incredibly precious. If used wisely, it can lead you to success. But if wasted, it will hold you back." Arjun, confused, asked, "But Grandpa, we always have time, don't we? I can always use it later." Grandpa's expression grew serious. "No, my boy. Time is like the flowing water of a river. Once it's gone, it never comes back. Let me tell you a story to help you understand." He began, "Long ago, there was a powerful king named Vikram. He had immense wealth, grand palaces, and countless servants. But the king had a terrible habit of wasting time. He would wake up late, spend his days in leisure with friends, and postpone important tasks, saying, 'I'll do it tomorrow.' One day, a wise sage visited the king's court. The sage said, 'Your Majesty, you possess everything, but you are wasting your most valuable treasure, time. If you don't use it wisely, one day you'll regret it deeply.' The king laughed and dismissed the sage, saying, 'I have plenty of time. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want.' The sage warned him, 'Don't take time lightly. Even the greatest of kings cannot escape its consequences.' But the king paid no heed. Years passed. The king grew old, his health declined, and his kingdom weakened. His soldiers began losing battles, and his people lost faith in him. Only then did the king realize he had wasted his time on meaningless pursuits. He sought the sage to seek advice, but found that the sage had long departed. The king's regret was immense, but it was too late. Time had slipped away, and all his wealth and power couldn't bring it back. In the end, he understood that time is the true treasure." Hearing this, Arjun was deeply moved. For the first time, he realized how much time he had wasted. He turned to his grandfather and asked, "Grandpa, can I still change my life by using my time wisely?" His grandfather smiled warmly. "Of course, my boy. The wheel of time never stops. If you begin using your time wisely today, nothing can stop you from achieving success. But remember, never postpone what can be done today." From that day onwards, Arjun resolved to use his time effectively. He created a daily routine, allocating time for every task. He began waking up early, focusing on his studies and avoiding unnecessary distractions. Gradually, he started seeing the fruits of his efforts. In the next exam, Arjun topped his class. Over time, he became a successful individual, inspiring others with his disciplined and purposeful life. The moral of Arjun's journey is clear. Time is the most valuable resource we have. Use it wisely, and success will follow.